Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is Jamila Daura. Thank you for clicking to watch this video. If you are new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi. So today's video is going to be about mothers, wives. If you've been on the social media lately, or Twitter, most especially Twitter and Instagram, you will see a lot of content about the rate of infidelity or adulterous behavior amongst women, most especially Arewa women. And, in Abuja, that is the seat of it now. So please subscribe to my channel if you're seeing my face for the first time, and let's get right into this video. So the rate of infidelity and adulterous behavior has been on the rise amongst Arewa women, my Hausa sisters, Fulani sisters, wherever you're from in Arewa, but it's been lots of fingers have been accusing fingers have been pointing towards us. And it is something that's common for we Arewa people, for we Hausas, Fulanis, largely Muslims. Whether we like it or not, the North has always been seen as a very conservative region. Not just conservative, but also people really hold the North in high esteem. However, anybody want to say things to annoy us, call us name, make us look like we are not exposed, make us look like I didn't grow up to seeing women being accused of adultery. I didn't grow up seeing things like that, but it is something that has been on the rise, and we beg to ask the question, what is going on? Like, why is this happening now? What is happening? That is why I'm doing this video. If there is one sin that Allah specifically, like in the Quran, outrightly instructed we his servants to not go close to, is zina and adultery. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman. But we are in also a misogynistic society that it is easier for the men to be adulterers, to be infidels, than for women to be. Because already even some women will be making excuses for men. Our society already make excuses for men to just be who they want to be. And once you start talking, they now bring culture into it. Our culture permits this, our culture is this, our culture is that. Or they'll say that it is in the man's nature to be polygamous. So even if he has one wife in the house, it is normal for him to still go out to fetch for other women, right? So that is the excuse we make for men, and this is not also really, I don't know how to put it, but if women begin to just outrightly be adulterers, I feel like it's still that feminist battle that has gone wrong, in the sense that what a man can do, a woman can do better. Men and women have equal rights and all that. But we as Muslims, we should understand Allah did not put a clause in the Quran for us to or put it in our flesh, in our body, to be polyandrous, to be a woman of many men. It is not. If Allah wanted us to be such, he would. I know it's a very big trial, it's a very big test, that you marry one man and he has to be sufficient for you, he has to be your all, he has to be everything for you. But to a man, a woman cannot be everything for a man. That is why you see men still go out to cheat. That is why, it is a big trial for us. We don't know why Allah has done it this way. It is in his infinite wisdom. We cannot question it. Someday it will all make sense to us. But before then, there's what they call Uwatagari. It exemplifies the woman of the book. The woman Allah have described in the book, that is a nurturer, that is a homemaker, that is a builder, that is everything, that is the queen of her home. Why do I want to now become a peasant? No matter how much you start sneaking out and you start trying to make excuses. And I think a lot of places, again, you're seeing the extension and how this thing is building up. We are seeing stories of young girls saying that because my husband is not talking to me, because my husband is cheating on me, so I'm going back to my ex, I'm talking to my ex says he misses me and I miss him too, he's giving me. That is the shaitan. That is the shaitan whispering in your mind and setting you up for a very, very big failure. This is a boomerang, and that is why, again, like, let me re-emphasize that word, watagari. When you, the tarbiyah of a child is not just the father's responsibility, right? But we find out that our society has made it the sole responsibility of the woman. And we have to be very, very careful, because whatever it is that we do, it is very, very easy to come back to us. You imagine your children. Imagine tomorrow your child wants to get married, and nobody is going to say that I won't give my daughter to this person because he has 4 wives, or he has 3 wives, or because he's polygamous, or there've been some sort of accusation in the past that he's cheated on the mother. Nobody is going to say I won't give my daughter out. But the moment they hear what mazinachi, like the woman is an adulteress, oh, her mother, oh, she used to prostitute, she used to hop from one man to another, she used to do this, she used to do that, there is already the stigmatization of divorce, where they feel like children from broken homes or divorced homes are not marriage material, because if the mother cannot sit down in the house, then the daughter cannot sit down. There is already that stigmatization. Do you want to add the stigma of the mother hops from one man to another? The mother, while in marriage, it is another thing if you're prostituting out of marriage, you're not married. That one, like, you're not married. You don't have the hierarchy of children on you. You don't have the hierarchy of marriage on you. It is just you and your creator. And you can, decide to stop, do sincere tawbah, and wait for Allah, and believe that Allah will forgive you for past decisions, past mistakes that you have made. But once you are in marriage, you don't have that liberty again. And it is a huge mistake if you're a young lady and you find yourself in marriage that you feel like, oh, you're deriving joy outside of that marriage more than inside of that marriage. The most honorable thing for you to do is to, if there is no solution, if you feel like your relationship with your husband is broken, it can never be fixed, then the most honorable thing for you to do is to walk out of that marriage. Unfortunately, the society is not that kind to women. We women are always going to be on the receiving end. People are always going to see us as weak, as incapable, as, whatever it is that they want to do. And it is up to us to not even prove them wrong, but prove to ourselves, whatever good we owe to ourselves, prove to ourselves that we can be more than what the society thinks of us. Like I said, if you've made very wrong decisions in the past, past life, past living, lifestyle, and all that, Allah is Al-Ghafurur Rahim. Like, He is the merciful, the most forgiving, and the most merciful. That is, He loves us to always come back to Him to seek for forgiveness. But zina, adultery in marriage is something that is, for a woman most especially, for both, it is highly, highly frowned upon. Allah specifically stated it in the verses. I'm going to insert a clip, so that you see that it is not that He said zina is not good for women but good for men. No, He specifically said it that both men and women, guard your chastity, lower your gaze, stay away from zina. He specifically stated it. So you have no business. All these ones that men are doing, they will go and answer for it. Make no mistake, but don't put yourself in that position. And again, like I stated, for young girls that are in marriage, young people like myself, you have no business using your ex as your point of solace, like seeking solace from your ex. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, if I see more than 5-6 messages on Instagram on a daily of young girls in marriage. My marriage is 6 months old, but I feel like I'm not happy with my husband anymore. He does not talk to me the way he talks to me before, and all those things. Oh, my husband is cheating on me. He comes home late. My ex one day mistakenly called me, and from there, all those things. You went out seeking. There are no double coincidences in things like this. You went out seeking and you fell into the trap of shaitan, and you are establishing communication with who you should not establish communications with. So, and if you're doing that, you need to stop. There are different categories of exes right now. Most especially, there are exes that are going to be in your life forever. If they are your cousins, if they are family, friends, you can't stop, but you can't help but, still meet them every now and then, be in the same environment. That one is a different. But when not an ex that nothing concerns you, it was a relationship that brought you people together. The relationship is no more. You are in marriage, then you're there. Whether you're chatting, whether you are just talking, whether you are you've met each other once. There is one that I actually saw that they actually met up, like they legit met up. So, and these are real life stories. I don't think anybody wants to, for the fun of it, just be because you can actually sense. I can sense pain. I can sense pain in some of these messages. And yeah, but honestly, your response to situations like this is never best for you to go back to your ex and start. It is cheating. It is still part of zina that Allah has warned us against. And to wrap this up, I just want to call on men. When you take somebody's child away from her parents in the name of marriage, it is not just to marry her and keep her. Come on, like she's your trophy. No, it is not for you to do so. You are supposed to provide her love, care, attention, protection, just like she was experiencing. You are not. I feel like maybe men feel like they are doing women a favor by marrying women. I don't understand. A girl will be fine, comfortably fine in her parents' house, hale and hearty, living well, eating well, clothing well, beautiful home, beautiful people around her. Then you take her from her parents' house and you come start treating her badly. It is very, very unfair. And I feel like men should really, clergy men, for a moment, take your eyes away from women matter, because half of the clergy, all they talk about is how a woman should please her husband, how a woman should do this, how a woman should do that. But enough of how. Like, women is like we were born trained. That is how I see it. We were born trained. We like all this training. Our parents have been giving it to us even before we could say our names. So enough of that. Start talking to the men, because it is their fault. 100% their fault. 100% they should be held responsible for such behaviors. So learn to actually teach your wives things about you that you want them to fulfill. Likewise, women, they are like we are teachers to ourselves. That is how I see couples. Like, we learn about each other. All those things pre-marriage is just they don't add up into the marriage. Like, marriage is an entire ball game. Like, it is, you might bring in the friendship, but the big decision moments will happen. The big fights will happen. Communication issues will also happen. You people are supposed to teach yourselves. Let Kweteyi not carry you to hell. Wallahi, let Kweteyi not carry you to hell. There is no goodness outside of marriage that beats the one inside of marriage. The moment you're in it, and when I mean goodness, I mean the reward. When you are fulfilling your rights, you're fulfilling your roles in marriage, you are rewarded for it. As simple as intimacy that people would take for granted. In that moment, Allah rewards a couple that are intimate together, physical intimacy. Imagine taking that barakah out and just go mess up your life, mess up your dunya, because it will come back nicking you in the butt and destroy your akhirah. That is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I would like to hear it, and if there are things I've missed out in the way to go about these things, let me know. Let's say may Allah save our ummah, and may Allah bring ease to everybody in their marriages. It is not easy. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy, but let us not make stupid decisions. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.